Passin Associates, you buy a team. You buy a team approach to your special need. All of our staff have different features that they bring to the table.
As a virtual CME director, which I've really enjoyed doing over the last several years, I'm able to, from Gig Harbor, where I live, work in the capacity of a director for an organization such as a medical education company, a medical specialty, even a university, to help them maintain all of the compliance requirements, to engage the staff, to participate in planning meetings and review of CME documentation and activity files, to help them set strategic goals for themselves and then oversee the implementation of those goals in order to make sure that they are meeting the requirement and functioning well as a CME unit.
What I do is determining how best to train the people that need the training, how to align what we want to do in terms of content with adult learning principles to really make it meaningful and for our learners to be able to sustain. We're in the business of teaching physicians. We're also in the business of teaching the people who do the work.
Usually the first thing that we do when we start to work with a client is to sit down with them for 1 or 2 days and literally assess and audit what they do, how they do it, how compliant they are with all of the rules and regulations, and we devise a plan of action to optimize the experience we have and to transfer that to you.
I've really been able to help set up monitoring systems that help to comply with the requirements. I've been able to help them develop forms and processes that truly captures what they need to capture to meet the ACCME and AMA requirements and make it work for the everyday person who has multiple tasks going on, and this is just a small component of what they do.
I have worked in healthcare my entire career, be it in a hospital, in a marketing venue, CME venue, all education venue, medical education company. My look at CME is a bit different than some of the others in that I see a lot of power in having the ability to bring education and make it vibrant. So you use marketing skills to attract people to the activity, broaden the audience.
Because we work in such a regulatory world today, I'm the regulatory specialist in the organization. I get involved in mergers and acquisitions. I counsel the legal counsels of our clients to get them to understand the regulatory compliance issues that they have to put their legal minds to work with. And we bring an understanding of the structural and firewall issues that are critical to separate education from promotion that is central to CME today.
We work in an environment that's driven by evidence-based medicine. And so I think if we are to participate on a level playing field, we need to bring the evidence of adult learning and how physicians learn to the CME practice. And that's the part that I enjoy the most is the adult learning piece. I'm truly a lifelong learner, and I love being in that teaching role and seeing the light go on for the clients that we get to work with.
One of the unique things that I bring to the table is the fact that I've worked with hospitals, for the most part academic medical centers or standalone. So I do have a wonderful appreciation for the stresses, the budget limitations, the idea of having to do more things with less people that most of our hospital clients are going through today.
I work on some special projects that are unique to my skills. As the former Deputy Health Secretary of California, I bring a policy background. And this comes into play on a very high-level strategic level with our clients, with boards of directors, with top management of our organizations, all the way from how do we formulate our entire CME program? What's the context of that in the bigger corporate sense? How do I bring my board of directors on board with this? I do presentations at board meetings. I counsel boards. I work with top management to get them to buy into the important aspects of education in their organization.
My bachelor's degree is in journalism, so I'm a writer by trade. So when it comes to helping clients put the correct words on paper for their self-study, I can be a bit of an encourager in terminology. I can be a good editor of their written word to get to the salient points without a lot of extraneous verbiage.
When we suggest improvements, that's really just the first step. We talk about behavior from an ACCME and CME perspective. We talk about sustaining behavior change. The first step is just the new knowledge piece. And that's new knowledge comes and goes. It may or may not lead to behavior change. So what we're really about is introducing the new concepts and making sure that they are implemented and sustained. And that really makes an organization turn from what they've always done to maybe what they should be doing and what they hope that they could do.
All of the skill sets that our people have, from training to hospital experience to practical CME experience as a director to the policy perspective, all of that come into play, and we end up with a mix of our team that works with every client. So while you may have a project manager, you'll have Steve Passin working with you on certain strategic issues. You'll have Judy Sweetenham working with you to train your team. You'll have Sue O'Brien working with you if you have a regularly scheduled series program to help look at the monitoring system. You'll have Denise working with you on a range of issues, not the least of which might be your system to document compliance. So it's that multiple approach. And then on top of that, you have the admin team who work to edit the programs to make sure that the quality is in place for what you want to do, to make sure the scheduling is done in a detailed way so that people are where they need to be to meet the timelines that have been established, and to make sure that the final production of what you need to have, whether it be a self-study report or anything else like that, is done with the quality you expect.